Heyo, and welcome to another Ninjabill Reviews, and today I'm going to be taking a look at Transformers, BumbleBee, Cyberverse Adventures, Ultra Class Rack and Ruin, or Rack and Ruin, and I dig this. This was a gift from ACP, good friend of the channel, excellent folks all the way around, love Derek and Nikki, and I suggest you go check out Autocorrect Primer's channel. Anyway, they sent this to me, they knew I'd been looking for this, and I love it. I love it. Is it perfect? No. There's some things I frankly do not like about this, but overall, this is great, and I do like it. We'll get more into what I like and don't like, and my overall thoughts on this as we move along. First, we're going to take a look at that packaging back over there. So we'll get him off to the side. We will raise up my camera here, and here it is. Here's the packaging. Got the Energon armor. We will show how that works during the review. It says Transformers, BumbleBee, Cyberverse Adventures, Rack and Ruin, 6 Hasbro. Got that nice image going on back there. It may look familiar from my background. It's my new background. Not completed yet. This was meant to be higher up, but the way I have the leasing behind here and everything, I'd forgotten to properly measure it before I attached all this, so I'm probably going to have to add another layer on top here. It won't look as good. I'll rethink the situation. Anyway, this is the packaging. It looks pretty good. It says Transformers there. Got that Autobot logo. It has a nice image going on there of them in their robot mode. Got a nice another image going on over there. On this side, another image with some characters from the show. Hot Rod, Prime, BumbleBee, Action Attackers, Ultra Class, stuffs. On the back you have him in his robot mode, him in the alt mode. Shows the Energon armor activating. Says over here that he is Rack and Ruin, Heroic Function Turbocharged Technician. And that's pretty much all you need to know. So it takes 11 steps. That's it for that. Does come with some instructions. And they're, you know, nicely done. I gotta admit, I do like the way they're doing these instructions. I do like that. There's this side. Shows everything you need to know. And that's it for the instructions. Alright, so let's get back to the toy itself. And I dig it. And here they are. And I dig them. Now, I gotta say, one of the things that I am kind of disappointed in is that originally Rack and Ruin was two bots that were fused together, to save their lives, but they were each had jet alt modes, and kind of would have been nice for Hasbro to incorporate that instead of a land vehicle. But you know what? It works. I dig it. For Cyberverse, the way they're going for Cyberverse, I dig this. So, now that that's out of the way, let's take a look around the toy itself. Got some basic, not a lot of paint on this guy. Some plastic wheels. Does roll really well. So, even on my surface. Got that olive green. Got a nice scoop up here. Now, for some reason, this scoop is on a spring, but I have yet to figure out why. It doesn't really serve any purpose. But anyway, there it is. Looks like it's got some cannons or something up there. But what that is actually for is blast effects. And you can, using those pegs, insert your blast effects. Except that one's too heavy. There we go. Let's try it with this one. But it doesn't stay on very well, so. But otherwise, they're there. But you can imagine those as cannons or something. You can't attach blast effects, any of the blast effects that I'm aware of to that point. Let's try it with one of these. See how that works. No. So, no blast effects with these guys, unlike their deluxe counterparts. Which is a shame. I wish there was some way they could have covered this up. Maybe we'll get some, add-on kits where it can, cover some of this up and fill in that space and fill in this back area here. that would be nice. So otherwise, pretty cool. Got some molded details right there. Otherwise, you can just see his pretty much his leg right there. Here he is from the back. Again, that'd be nice. Be nice to have some sort of filler to go in there. Maybe Toy Hacks Labels will give us some stickers for all this. Maybe they already have. I don't know. I don't much go to the site. So overall, pretty cool though. Pretty cool indeed. So here he is from the bottom. See his spaces right there. Right there. Right there. Anyway, pretty cool. Quick comparison time. Set him over here. We will bring in Deluxe Megatron from the Cyberverse BumbleBee line, or the BumbleBee Cyberverse Adventures line. So that's how that stacks up. Get him out of there. We will bring in RC. See how they look together. Pretty cool. I dig it. Love this toy. Love it. My review should have been up already on this, and so I did this review and put that up, I think, early this week sometime. I can't remember when I put it up. But anyway, and then as you can see, change in the background here. So get rid of her. Still love that toy. But anyway, so yeah. So we will get right down to transformation. Now, I said I'd stop doing transformations on my channel, but man, I do like doing them, especially when it comes to the Cyberverse line, because they're usually fairly simple. I should have did it with RC. I didn't. Oops. Anyway, so first you're going to want to untab here and here. Just pull it out like that. This whole thing, as you can see, will turn. And you can see those tabs right there. And they will go in the slots right there. Once you done that, untab the legs. You'll see the tab right there. There is the slot right there. Do that on each side. Just like so. Go ahead and fold these arms down and out of the way for now. That's what I like to do. Instructions don't tell you that, but I like to just fold them down and get them out of the way. Go ahead and take this section right here, fold that up, and it will lock into place. You'll see this right here will lock into place. Right under there. That's what that spring's for. Now I just figured it out. It's so simple and so obvious. I should have figured it out before. Anyway, once you've done that, go ahead and flip this all the way around like that until you hear it click into place. Go ahead and bring the feet forward like this. Go ahead and straighten them out. Straighten them out. Rotate them on those mushroom pegs there. Mine are a little stiff, but the legs are kind of loose at the same time. You know how it is. Now, you have several folding points here you got to worry about. All right, so first things first is go ahead and flip this out like this. Flip that out like that. Flip these around, and you're going to see this tab right here. Now, mine already has some stress marks on it. I couldn't believe it. Couldn't believe it. I was like, what? Right out of the packaging. Anyway. Now you're going to want to flip this around, and this will clip into there, that tab. Not this tab, that tab. And you'll hear it click into place. Same thing on this side. Flip all that forward. Make sure it gets in there. There you go. So, and there we have him in his robot mode. Or their robot mode, rather. I don't know why I keep saying his. It's two characters, not really a singular character, but still, there it is. And it's pretty cool. I dig it. I like it. I like it. It's unique, and the first time we've ever officially gotten this toy, so I love it. I love it. Anyway, there it is. You can see his faces there. There's one of them. Nice monocle eye going on. Nice smirk, blue eyes. White face, green helmet. Here's the other one. Blue eyes, nice smirk. Got some vents on the side of his head. Green on that green helmet. Pretty cool. Bit of blue going on right there. Some white, more white. Otherwise, he's green. Light and dark green. Got some nice Autobot symbols now. I would have liked their orange But I would have liked a white background on those maybe, or something, maybe a black outlines or something to really make those pop, stand out more, because they're kind of, I don't know, bland. So anyway, there you go. Blues there, black. Yes, he's got a lot of hollow spaces, waffling as it's called. And this is his weapon, and by using this, now I figured out what it's for, you can activate his... It doesn't work. Doesn't work. See? Doesn't work anyway. So, I'm going to go ahead and take that off. There we go. Doesn't work anyway. So, if you push down on this, it flips out this whole front section and puts that Energon armor on there, and that's what that looks like. I'm not a big fan of the gimmick, but there it is. It's there if you want it. And it's got some nice molded details in there. So it isn't too bad. I mean, it does have some nice molded details, 2 helmets. So, I mean, it's there if you want to do that thing that, you know, you can do. But otherwise, I mainly just leave it tucked in. And how you tuck that in is when you open this up, you want to flip this up, flip that in, flip it into that cavity, and hold it there until you close this, and then you can put that right back, and there you go. So it's a thing you can do. And of course he has his weapons, and that cannot hold any of the blast effects. I've tried, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work. Nothing. So, nothing. Nothing. They just nothing. So, kind of disappointing you can't use blast effect with this ultra character, but still, if you want, you can put via that peg through that port and push it into there, and he can fire his weapon. Pretty cool. Now, one thing I got to admit, we're going to get on to the articulation, and here's another thing that kind of bugs me. The way this arm is designed, I think they could have did a better job. Because of, you see how that wheel is right behind there? You see how that is? So, it limits it, and look how a lot of that plastic is moving. That's, I don't like that. I don't like it. So, you have to move the arm out to move it forward, and even then you have to use this joint, like a butterfly joint, to even do that. So I think there could have been a better design. Anyway, so your arms will go out that far. It has a butterfly joint that you can use. It does have a ball joint, so you can swing it around, but because of the way this is designed, it's just a poor design. I'm honestly not enjoying it for that. I love the figure overall, just not enjoying that aspect. That design feature is not very good. Anyway, so you have a rotation at that elbow. You have an elbow of 90 degrees, no wrist articulation. Get those arms up out of the way. You have no waist articulation, sadly. Feet will go forward that far, only back that far. As you can see, you have 90-degree bend, but you do have rotation on that mushroom peg there, and no foot articulation. So, limited articulation for this size of character, which is kind of disappointing, but it is what it is, you know, and it's just because they made design choices and that gimmick. If that gimmick wasn't there, it probably would have been better. And it would have been kind of nice if you could have folded these cannons out forward or something, but no, they're static. They're molded in that way, so his cannons are always pointing backwards. Unless it's in vehicle mode. Kind of disappointing, but then again, in the series, I never saw him use those while he was in robot mode. I never saw him really fight. Yeah, he did participate in a fight, and yes, he was, but he didn't use those cannons, so maybe he can't in his robot mode, I don't know. But anyway, you do have this weapon here, and it's molded pretty well. Just done in a black plastic with that green here. That shovel. Oh no, pretty cool. So, yeah, I really like this guy. I do. And despite his problems, I recommend picking, especially if you are a records fan. You need this guy to complete your official collection. No doubt about it. You need this guy. So pick him up. Enjoy it for what it is. Have fun with it. Because he is fun. I love him. He looks great in his alt mode. He looks pretty cool in his robot mode too. I dig it. So thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. This has been my look at Transformers Bumblebee Cyberverse Adventures Ultra Class Rack and Ruin. And I really dig it. And I recommend you pick one up too. Make sure you check out my playlist. Make sure you hit that like button. Click the little bell icon right beside it. Stay up to date in all my videos. And above everything else, be good to each other.